This audiobook explains why your life looks the way it does today. Once you understand this, you'll never listen to your own thoughts the same way again. Stay with this. The most important part comes later. Chapter 8. How to get the results you want. The power of your subconscious mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy. In this chapter, Dr. Joseph Murphy explains why many people understand these ideas, but still fail to get results. The reason, he says, is not lack of intelligence and not lack of effort. The reason is incorrect mental practice. People often use the subconscious mind in a confused and conflicting way. Dr. Murphy explains that the subconscious mind never fails. If results do not appear, it is not because the power is weak. It is because the mind is divided. One part of the mind desires a result, while another part doubts it. The subconscious responds to the dominant belief. Many people say, "I want to be healthy," but deep inside, they believe, "I probably won't recover." The subconscious accepts the deeper belief, not the spoken wish. That is why desire alone is not enough. Dr. Murphy explains that effort is often misunderstood. People try to force belief. They strain their minds. They repeat affirmations with tension. This tension sends a message of doubt to the subconscious mind. The subconscious responds better to calm confidence than to desperate effort. One of the key lessons in this chapter is learning how to relax the mind. Relaxation removes resistance. When the mind is calm, the subconscious becomes receptive. That is why many solutions appear when people stop worrying and let go. Dr. Murphy explains that worry is a form of misuse of imagination. Instead of imagining success, people imagine failure. They replay worst-case scenarios in their minds. The subconscious does not know that these images are imaginary. It accepts them as instructions. He explains that imagination is the workshop of the subconscious mind. Whatever you consistently imagine with feeling is eventually expressed in reality. This is why controlled imagination is one of the most powerful tools. Dr. Murphy encourages the listener to imagine the end result, not the process. Do not imagine struggling or improving slowly. Imagine yourself already successful, already healthy, already free. The subconscious responds to the finished picture. Another important idea in this chapter is persistence. Persistence does not mean forcing or straining. It means calmly returning to the desired idea again and again. Like water shaping stone, gentle repetition impresses the subconscious deeply. Dr. Murphy explains that doubt often appears after a person begins mental practice. This is normal. The mind is adjusting to a new pattern. When doubt appears, do not fight it. Return calmly to your chosen idea. He explains that impatience is one of the biggest obstacles. People want instant results. When results do not appear immediately, they lose faith. The subconscious works according to law, not emotion. Trust allows the process to unfold. Another key principle explained is mental discipline. This does not mean rigid control. It means awareness. Be aware of what you are thinking during the day. Casual negative thoughts also impress the subconscious. Dr. Murphy advises that your mental diet is as important as your physical diet. What you mentally consume becomes part of you. Choose thoughts of confidence, hope, and peace. He also explains that spoken words carry great power. Words spoken with feeling shape belief, but words spoken mechanically have little effect. Speak to your subconscious as you would speak to a trusted friend. Dr. Murphy gives an important reminder. Do not talk about your problems constantly. Talking about problems reinforces them mentally. Instead, talk about solutions, possibilities, and progress. Another powerful technique described in this chapter is gratitude in advance. When you feel thankful before results appear, you signal acceptance. The subconscious accepts gratitude as proof that the desire is fulfilled. The author also explains why jealousy, anger, and resentment block results. These emotions create inner conflict. The subconscious cannot act freely in a divided mind. Forgiveness restores inner unity. Dr. Murphy explains that faith is not blind belief. Faith is understanding law. When you understand how the subconscious mind works, trust becomes natural. He emphasizes that the subconscious mind is always responding. It never stops working. Your role is simply to give it clear, calm instructions. This chapter teaches that results are not created by struggle, but by alignment. When your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs point in the same direction, results follow naturally. The final message of this chapter is simple. If you want different results, you must use your mind differently. Be calm. Be consistent. Be patient. The subconscious mind will always respond. Chapter 9. How to use the power of your subconscious mind for wealth. The power of your subconscious mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy. In this chapter, Dr. Joseph Murphy turns the listener's attention toward one of the most misunderstood subjects in life, money. He explains that wealth is not a matter of luck, chance, or favoritism. Wealth is a mental state. Just like health and success, money flows from the subconscious mind. According to belief, Dr. Murphy makes one thing very clear from the beginning. Poverty is not a virtue. Wealth is not evil. These are false ideas that have been impressed upon the minds of many people. The subconscious mind responds to ideas, and when people accept negative ideas about money, they block its flow in their lives. Many people secretly believe that money is hard to earn. Others believe that rich people are dishonest. Some believe that they do not deserve wealth. These beliefs may not be spoken aloud, but they exist quietly in the mind, and the subconscious mind responds to them faithfully. Dr. Murphy explains that money is simply a symbol. It represents freedom, comfort, expression, and opportunity. When people reject money mentally, they are rejecting these things as well. The subconscious then obeys by keeping money away. One of the most important lessons in this chapter is learning to make peace with money. You must stop criticizing wealth. You must stop resenting those who have it. Resentment creates resistance. When you bless wealth in others, you open the door for it in your own life. Dr. Murphy explains that the subconscious mind works best when there is no inner conflict. If part of you wants wealth and another part fears or condemns it, the subconscious receives mixed instructions, and mixed instructions produce no results. The author emphasizes that wealth begins with mental acceptance. You must accept prosperity as natural and good, not as something extraordinary, but as a normal expression of life. Life seeks expansion. Life seeks growth. Wealth is one of its expressions. Dr. Murphy explains that the same intelligence that grows trees, plants, and flowers also provides abundance for human beings. Nature does not struggle. It gives freely. When you align your thinking with abundance, you align with the natural flow of life. He introduces a simple but powerful affirmation for wealth consciousness. I like money. I love it. I use it wisely, constructively, and joyfully. This affirmation removes fear and guilt associated with money. It creates a friendly relationship with wealth. Dr. Murphy explains that repetition of such ideas gradually impresses prosperity upon the subconscious mind. Once impressed, the subconscious begins to attract opportunities, ideas, and resources. He also warns against constantly talking about lack. Statements like, I can't afford it, money is tight, or times are hard, are instructions to the subconscious. The subconscious accepts them and continues to produce lack. Instead, he advises to speak in terms of abundance. This does not mean ignoring reality. It means refusing to give power to limitation. Your words shape your mental atmosphere. Another key idea in this chapter is that money responds to confidence. People who expect success tend to attract opportunities. People who expect failure repel them. Expectation is a powerful form of belief. Dr. Murphy explains that wealth is often blocked by subconscious fear. Fear of responsibility, fear of loss, fear of change. These fears must be gently removed through understanding and affirmation. He also explains that generosity plays a role in prosperity. Giving creates a mental attitude of abundance. When you give freely, you affirm that there is more than enough. The subconscious responds by increasing supply. Dr. Murphy is careful to clarify that this does not mean reckless spending. True prosperity includes wisdom, balance, and discipline. The subconscious responds to intelligent use of money. Another important lesson is the importance of self-worth. Many people feel unworthy of success. They secretly believe they do not deserve wealth. The subconscious accepts this belief and limits income accordingly. Changing self-worth changes financial results. Dr. Murphy emphasizes that ideas are the real source of wealth. Money follows ideas. When the subconscious mind is impressed with success and confidence, it produces creative ideas. These ideas lead to better decisions, better actions, and better results. He reminds the listener that wealth does not come from a single job or source. The subconscious mind can open many channels of supply. Opportunities often appear unexpectedly when belief changes. Another powerful technique described is the practice of gratitude for money. Being thankful for what you have creates expansion. Gratitude shifts attention from lack to abundance. The subconscious accepts gratitude as proof of wealth. Dr. Murphy also explains why jealousy blocks prosperity. When you envy others, you affirm lack. When you bless others, you affirm abundance. The subconscious responds accordingly. He emphasizes that prosperity is not something you chase. It is something you attract by changing inner beliefs. As inner resistance dissolves, outer opportunities appear naturally. The chapter closes with a powerful reminder. You were not created to struggle endlessly. Life intends expression, growth, and fulfillment. When your subconscious mind is aligned with prosperity, wealth flows naturally and lawfully. Money is a servant, not a master. When used wisely, it supports freedom and creativity. The final message of this chapter is simple. Accept wealth mentally. Think abundantly, feel worthy, act wisely. The subconscious mind will do the rest. Chapter 10, Your Right to be Rich. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy. In this chapter, Dr. Joseph Murphy addresses a belief that has silently limited millions of people. The belief that being rich is somehow wrong. He explains that this belief is not spiritual, not moral, and not intelligent. It is simply false. Dr. Murphy begins by stating something very clearly. You have a right to be rich, not because of greed, not to dominate others, but because life itself seeks fullness and expression. Wealth allows life to express itself more completely. He explains that poverty is not noble. Struggling to survive does not make a person virtuous. Lack limits expression. Abundance expands it. Dr. Murphy explains that the universe operates on abundance. Nature is generous. Trees produce thousands of seeds. Oceans are vast. Sunlight is unlimited. Scarcity is not natural. Scarcity is mental. When people believe that money is evil or that rich people are bad, they reject wealth subconsciously. The subconscious obeys by keeping wealth away. Dr. Murphy emphasizes that money itself is neutral. It takes the character of the person who uses it. In good hands, it supports education, health, creativity, and progress. In fearful hands, it creates problems. The issue is not money, it is consciousness. He explains that wanting wealth is not greed. Greed is fear. Desire for abundance is a natural desire for fuller life. Dr. Murphy explains that many religious ideas have been misunderstood. True spirituality does not glorify poverty. It teaches right thinking, right action, and balance. He emphasizes that you cannot live fully if you are constantly worried about survival. Wealth removes unnecessary fear. It allows focus on higher goals. Another important point in this chapter is that wealth is earned through service. Money flows to those who provide value. When your subconscious is aligned with prosperity, it guides you toward opportunities where your skills are rewarded. Dr. Murphy explains that success is not competition, It is cooperation. There is enough for everyone. When you accept this mentally, you stop feeling threatened by others' success. He discusses the idea that many people block wealth because they feel guilty about having more than others. This guilt creates inner conflict. The subconscious responds by limiting income. The solution is understanding. When you prosper, you can help others more. Dr. Murphy also explains that wealth should never be worshipped. Money is a tool. When it becomes an obsession, balance is lost. The subconscious responds best to calm appreciation, not desperation. He introduces a powerful mental exercise. Every day, affirm calmly, "Wealth is flowing to me now from multiple sources in perfect ways." Say it without tension. Feel it as natural. Dr. Murphy explains that subconscious acceptance does not depend on force. Gentle repetition creates deep belief. Another important lesson is about patience. Wealth does not appear instantly. The subconscious works through law, time, and order. Trust keeps the process moving. He explains that resentment toward wealthy people is a major block. Criticizing wealth is criticizing abundance. The subconscious responds accordingly. Dr. Murphy encourages blessing prosperity everywhere. When you see success in others, affirm that it is good. This attitude aligns you with abundance. He also explains that your self-image controls your income. If you see yourself as limited, income reflects that. Change the image and results change. Another key lesson is discipline in spending. True prosperity includes order. Wastefulness signals fear. Wise use of money signals confidence. Dr. Murphy reminds the listener that money is not the goal. Freedom, expression, and peace are the goals. Money supports these aims. He emphasizes that wealth should improve life, not control it. Balance is essential. The chapter closes with a powerful message. You were created to live fully. Life intends abundance. When your subconscious mind accepts wealth as natural and good, money flows lawfully and harmoniously. The right to be rich is the right to live completely. When this truth is accepted, prosperity becomes natural.